The Irish crush the Hogs. What does it mean? Welcome into the Voice of College Football. Appreciate you stopping by. For the best in discussion, debate, and analysis, please like and subscribe. All right, let's cut to it because Notre Dame just completely annihilated Arkansas 56-13. We do not need to necessarily break down much of the game. What does this mean? This was a matchup that during the preseason, during the offseason, I looked at as a possible pitfall for Notre Dame football. Two difficult games that would gain a ton of national acclaim early with Miami on the road and Texas A&M. If Notre Dame was able to navigate those games, then maybe they've got a bit of a letdown in Fayetteville, where Arkansas has a history, Tennessee last season, pulling off upsets at home. Arkansas has proven to be a capable football team on offense, not on defense. So coming into this game, my narrative switched. It switched to Notre Dame, not a letdown. Notre Dame needs to win out. They are an 0-2 football team, 1-2 football team after the win against Purdue. They need to win out. Therefore, they're on high alert. Arkansas, though, coming off a Memphis letdown, in which they blew a game against a team that they're not supposed to lose to as a touchdown plus favorite, out of the SEC to a G5, switch roles, and Notre Dame put it on Arkansas again by 43 points. Just look at the play in the first half. Look at the stats in the first half. I gave up on this game at 35-13 because this is what we saw. Taylon Green, and again, the Arkansas offense is capable, came out with two brilliant throws early in the game for two chunk plays, missed a third down throw that ended the drive, and 3-0 Arkansas went on top. And then it was basically Jeremiah Love, Jadarian Price, and the Notre Dame offensive line asserting its dominance against Arkansas. And we'll get to the situation with Sam Pitman and Arkansas because it came down to these two things. There is a narrative on each side. For Notre Dame, it's getting to the college football playoff, looking impressive, looking at the scoreboard to see their upcoming opponents and past opponents doing well and needing them to do well to boost their schedule that looks pretty lackluster at this point. For Arkansas, it's about Sam Pitman. He's on borrowed time, most likely, and now with this 6-touchdown drubbing, it would appear to be even more so. 6 times they had the ball. They scored 6 touchdowns. They had 41 plays for 413 yards, more than 10 yards per play. Arkansas was moving the ball 200 yards in total offense. Notre Dame, keep in mind, could not run the ball against Miami. They had to go to C.J. Carr as their runner because Price and Love could not run it against Miami. Notre Dame only really had 3 second-half drives, and they had 2 touchdowns there. They had 32 total first downs, 210 rushing, 641 yards, and made 8 of 13 third and fourth down conversions. This is an Arkansas team that almost beat Ole Miss, and I know almost doesn't count, but it counts in evaluating level of play. They were coming down the field. They were in the red zone, down by 6, late in the ball game. Last shot, if they score the touchdown, they win the game. They fumbled in the red zone. Same thing against Memphis. To win the game inside the 10-yard line, they fumble and lose 32-31. My point being is that Arkansas could have easily been an undefeated football team at 4-0 and bolstered Notre Dame's resume. They're not a good football team. Again, they're half a football team because the Arkansas defense, as evidenced against Ole Miss, when they were ripping off 526 yards of total offense against the Rebels, the defense got shredded. Against Memphis, a G5 team, they got shredded. And then against Notre Dame, they seriously got just obliterated like they were playing 7-on-7 football or 7-0 football for Notre Dame because the Arkansas defense is horrific. And you could survive with an Arkansas football team in the Big 12. You cannot make it as an Arkansas football program with this little bit of defensive talent. They do not have the scheme, the personnel. They do not have the strength up front. They don't have the athletes in the secondary or anywhere on the defense to compete in the SEC. Sam Pitman has not been able to build a program that is sustainable. They piece things together. They pull off some victories. They've got talent in areas. Look at the offense. Once again, they've got weapons. And Sam Pitman gained a lot of equity when he took over the program based on Brett Bielema obviously having a downturn his last 2 seasons, winning a bowl game against Penn State, going 9-4, and since then it's been a lot of 6 and 7 win seasons. Not going to happen in Fayetteville, even though they don't have lofty expectations. They want to do better, and they are being embarrassed right now. So we put Sam Pitman back on the watch list, of course, right there with Luke Fickell and Billy Napier, with Mike Gundy, Brent Pry, and Deshaun Foster already in the clubhouse. So for Arkansas, look at this schedule. Will Pitman survive this? This is one of the most devastating, daunting gauntlets in all of college football to face. And then for Notre Dame, not good news for the Irish today. Syracuse got clobbered. USC lost. They also got a loss out of Pitt today. And so the Notre Dame resume continues to be faltered by their opposition. But 10-2 may do it. They're going to have to scoreboard watch as we get into November. But of course, most importantly, got to win the football games. And we see what Notre Dame has coming up for them. We appreciate you being here at the Voice of College Football. Please use the Amazon link when you shop on Amazon. It's the link in the description section down below. It's the same shopping experience for you. Doesn't cost you a penny and contributes to the Voice of College Football.